Hey everyone, it's Jamie from Independent Street NOLA and Seasons of Ritual, and I'm here to talk about this full moon that's happening in Virgo. It did peak early this morning. This is coming in a little bit in the afternoon, but sometimes that's just how it goes. So let's talk about this full moon. As usual, a full moon is when the moon and the sun are apart. So the moon is reflecting the sun. Our sun is now in Pisces, and the opposite of that is Virgo. So we have this Virgo full moon. Pisces is mutable water, and Virgo is mutable earth. Also today, the moon will be trining Jupiter, who is still in Taurus. So a lot of earth energy being spoken today. Full moons are when we are our most psychic. This is the right time to see what is being presented to you, what is being expressed. This is a good time to see where you need to go. If I want to get to this, what do I need to get rid of in order to get there? And the Virgo full moon is a great moon to do that because Virgo is just very practical. Virgo, like I said, is mutable earth. Virgo is the resolver. It wants to get things done. So if you are noticing feelings coming up, ideas coming up, whether good, either, happy or sad. I'm not going to say good or bad, but positive or not positive, however you guys want to categorize those. This is the time where Virgo will say, okay, well, what do we need to clear out in order to get us there? If you want to get a new job, what are the practical things that you've got to do to get a new job? Do you need to get your resume together? Do you need to take a new class? Do you just need to talk to people and say, hey guys, I'm looking for a new job? Do you need a new mindset if you want to make more money? Is it time to start to believe that you can actually bring in more money? All these things. If you are, we're in the last, sprint of winter. And so if what do you want to bring in with the spring? This is the time Virgo is going to say, okay, well, let's get it done. Do we need to? Right now, I'm cleaning my house. I'm using the practical Virgo-ness to clean up from Mardi Gras and probably Christmas as well. So we are getting rid of the clutter, getting rid of things that don't need to be here because I want to bring in a bunch of new energy, right? So out with the old, in with the new. That is really the energy of this Virgo full moon. And it's important, you guys, if things are coming up, and they're really intense, and you're like, this is what I really want in my life. This with the sun in Pisces, it could be bringing up intense feelings. So it is important to see, okay, if that's what I want in my life, where do I think I'm blocking that? I guess is a way people always use like blocks and self-sabotage talk, but why aren't you getting there, right? The reason I think I'm not getting there is because 9 times out of 10, it's usually a story that we're telling ourselves. It's not usually like an app or something that we're on right now. Like if the moon was in a different sign, I would say, maybe it's you know, something with technology or something like that. But because Virgo's Earth and Pisces is water, Pisces is our dreams. Pisces is the intangible, as Helen used to say. Um, and Virgo being practical, right? So we would need to look at maybe what our thoughts are, what our feelings are around a certain situation. Am I not getting a situation or something that I want because the way I feel about it? Is my mind saying, oh yeah, yeah, for sure. But like my feelings are like, I don't feel good about that. We've got to get them on the same page. So that's a really good thing to start paying attention to or noticing during this Virgo full moon as well. Um, Again, the moon will be trining Jupiter. So that's a good vibes, as we would say. A trine is bringing in more information. Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is the adventurer. Jupiter is our belief system. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. But the idea is, again, what are your beliefs? If your beliefs are, well, I'm not going to do it because I'm never going to make it anyway, well, that's your answer, right? But if you think like, okay, that's what I think, but I really believe if I just do a couple of things, I know I can get myself there, that's your answer, right? So really with this Virgo full moon, see what you're thinking about. See what your belief system is. Belief systems can be changed, friends. A lot of times, especially if other people's beliefs have been put upon us, it is a good time to sit and think, do I believe this anymore? No, I don't think so. And again, if things are coming in where you're feeling a little overwhelmed because Jupiter is that expansion, notice that too. Take it down a notch. Break it down. You know what Virgo loves? A list. They love a list. How more practical can you get? I'm going to make this list. I'm going to just check it off. So there's really good energy here to work with our belief system, to work with how we feel, right? To bring in a new belief system, to bring in new feelings, but also the full moon, it is twofold, right? It shows us what's here and what needs to go away. It happens all at once. Correct? It's hard to talk about it because we always want to break it down like this happens and this happens, but really it's just happening. So see what's coming up. See if you can what you can resolve, right? See where you can be practical. See where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna make a list. And some of these things might be a little bit more work, especially if you're working with a belief system or working with something that's not super tangible, right? Because it is feelings. How do I feel about this today? Okay, that's how I feel about this day. Tomorrow, how do I feel about this tomorrow? Okay, okay. So you work with things that maybe you just check in with, maybe that it's not solid. That's okay too. You have to remember, you guys, these opposites, mutable water, mutable earth, they do work together, right? They want that perfect balance. Just like when the masculine and feminine are apart, they want that perfect balance. So the things, the elements are always working together. The planets are always working together. All planets are direct again, so this is a good time to kind of just go with it, pick up the pace. Again, though, if you are feeling overwhelmed, take a time out. Pump the brakes, as they say. Make that list. Check in with what's going on with yourself. Um, check in with like, I don't want to keep up with this anymore. Okay. Because it's not practical where I am in my life. All right. Get it out, move it out, get it out, get it off the docket, as they say. Um, so just a short video. Like I said, this is probably one of the most cut and dry practical full moons that we've had in a long time, which is kind of great, actually. We all kind of just need a little normalcy, I guess, in our lives. As normal as one could get during Pisces season, I would say as well. So thank you, Virgo. And again, these mutable planets, they're here, right? Because they give us that leeway, they give us that space. They move us from one thing to another, right? So use this energy. You got at least another day and a half to work with these full moon vibes in Virgo. If you guys have any questions or would like a reading or a tarot reading, just feel free to reach out. You can get in touch with me on my Instagram or my emails. And then again, you guys can always comment in the section below. So enjoy the rest of this full moon in Virgo. I'm going to get back to cleaning my house and I'll see you guys next time.